Hello to all my fellow fashion lovers. I am so thrilled to be back with you. Today we are breaking down a moment of pure grace in the middle of Paris Fashion Week, Elie Saab Spring-Summer 2025 Haute Couture collection. Right after the grandiose celebrations for his house's 45th anniversary in Riyadh, the couturier returns to Paris with a proposal that, for me, resonates in a very special way. Together we plunge into a fashion that refuses to bend under the weight of the world's gravity. While his native Beirut goes through a terrible and tumultuous time, Elie Saab chooses to respond with light. It is a message that deeply touched me with its sincerity, expressing the happiness brought by peace and this visceral need to celebrate beauty against all odds. The show space opens into an airy, almost dreamlike atmosphere. The light caresses the fabrics and settles a feeling of serenity, far from the chaos outside. You almost get the impression of a collective sigh of relief in the room, like one big shared breath. For my part, this atmosphere caught me from the very first seconds. Seeing a creator transform the anxiety of a heavy geopolitical context into such a disarming softness is exactly where haute couture truly strikes. We aren't in superficial entertainment at all. We are in a true visual refuge, and that is perhaps what makes this moment so powerful. The couturier uses his favorite themes as a lens to observe resilience. The ambition here isn't to invent a new conceptual or cold fashion to impress critics, but to build a visual bridge between the fragility of life and the strength of hope. It is a very organic exploration of a rediscovered joy, where the garment becomes a protective, luminous second skin. I absolutely love this approach that dares to embrace the purest form of beauty and optimism. The models move forward with a royal fluidity, a stride so floating it gives the impression that the trains are gliding on air. The bodies express a gentle confidence. The element that instantly redefines the posture, in my opinion, is this play on rounded volumes. Those curved boleros and monumental capes enveloping the upper body. It creates a silhouette that is both protective and majestic, forcing a high port-de-tête, but with an infinite delicacy. You notice a technical construction of phenomenal finesse across all the pieces, one that fades away to appear invisible. Sinuous gowns, entirely encrusted with sequins, are paired with wispy shawls that shift with the rhythm of the walk. This is the house's signature secret, successfully saturating a garment with crystals and embroidery, while preserving total weightlessness. The fabrics look as if they were woven out of air and light, subtly enhanced with shimmering glints so the material never feels heavy, only ethereal. My takeaway facing this prowess is absolute admiration for the ateliers. It is true master craftsmanship. The color palette is a springtime enchantment, shifting between delicate shades of pale pink and an absinthe green of incredible freshness. The floral motifs, the creator's eternal signature, come to life in 3 dimensions through applications, lace, and embroideries of absolute mimicry. It feels as though wispy petals are swirling across the bodies. Visually, it is wildly poetic. You can almost breathe in the perfume of the collection. Zooming in on the details, you discover the intimacy and modernity hidden behind the romance of the collection. Sheath dresses reveal corsets sculpted with geometric rigor, injecting a highly contemporary glamour that breaks up the surrounding fluidity. It is these finishes and bold fabric choices that save the wardrobe from the trap of the classic, boring ballroom gown. The show moves forward into major stylistic surprises, creating a real narrative tension. The climax hits when dark denim makes its appearance. Reworked in a completely unexpected way, it transforms into diaphanous couture gowns. Honestly, I found this choice brilliant and incredibly refreshing. We then move toward the most striking and spectacular piece of the show, this arresting black mermaid gown, adorned with a monumental sculptural flower collar. It stands as the perfect counterpoint to the collection, a dramatic rupture of pure beauty that literally took my breath away in the middle of this sea of pastel tones. It is probably the most memorable piece of the show. So of course, the question arises, does this profusion of ultra-romantic embroidery and red carpet silhouettes, highly faithful to the house's historic codes, avoid the trap of repetition? That is my main reservation about this show. While the introduction of couture denim and the power of that black dress bring highly successful touches of modernity, Certain ultra-fluid silhouettes remain very, if not too, expected from the couturier. We occasionally border on a stylistic comfort zone that feels a bit repetitive from one season to the next, but the message of peace and the emotional weight are so powerful this time around that you remember the beauty of the gesture. This Spring-Summer 2025 collection gives the impression of marking a significant anchor point in the brand's recent history, standing out as a manifesto of creative resilience. More than just a runway show, it is proof of Elie Saab's maturity, reaffirming his iconic aesthetic while embracing a spirit of renewal. Personally, I walk away with an immense sense of optimism and a reminder of Haute Couture's lasting power to lift the spirit. I would be really curious to know what you think of this proposition. Do you think the introduction of this black mermaid silhouette and the use of dark denim work in the middle of such a romantic aesthetic, or does it break the luminous poetry of the opening too abruptly? I'll be waiting for your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for sharing this analytical breakdown with me. I hope you enjoy watching the rest of the show, and I'll see you very soon for our next breakdown.